Okay, I want to examine this blocked field goal in the Cincinnati game in week 2 for Ohio State. Ryan Day and his staff have been so detailed and so thorough in their use, not only of different schematics and putting together a kind of a new staff on the defensive side, and also the first year, obviously, without the man, Urban Meyer. But, you know, we're going to get down to special teams here and the use of the talent. Okay, so I'm going to jump right to here. This is the 2019 recruiting class. You see Zach Harrison at the top, huge recruit. Garrett Wilson had a touchdown catch in this game, huge recruit. Go down to the bottom, the very bottom. Offensive lineman, Dewan Jones. This is a Phil Still magazine, and he puts together an aggregate recruiting of all the different recruiting services and comes up with a number, the PS number. That's not Power Spread, it stands for Phil Still. Anyway, PS number 145. That's really low for the Urban Meyer age and kind of low for Ohio State in general. But this is a 145th lineman with all the recruiting services combined taken from high school last year. Dewan Jones. Now look at the size. 6'8", 360. He's huge. He's a behemoth. Okay, they call this a project. This is someone who has a lot of ability, obviously a lot of size. He obviously has some good feet, or he wouldn't be able to come to Ohio State. So they're going to try to develop him and see if he can become an amazing lineman. Okay, so what do we do in his first year? From what I can tell, unless he changed numbers, this is him right there. Next to him is the great Chase Young, our defensive end, our best defensive end, our fastest guy on the defensive line, who's going to raise havoc. And over here is another guy who was a top recruit, a linebacker from the year before named Mitchell. He's number 7, and he's also a major speed. But here's the point I'm trying to make. They take this behemoth project lineman, defensive lineman, put him right here, and check this out on this field goal block. See if I can get this to work right. Okay, I'm going slow-mo here. You're going to see him just come down and crush and take out a part of this offensive line. And here comes Chase Young right through the gap. And Mitchell right behind him pushing. And boom, nice block. That is major use of talent. And there's big Dewan Jones right there. You can see him. He's pushing people around. He's pushing his teammates around. He's just pushing everybody around. He's just bashing people around using his size. That doesn't take a lot of developed skill. There he is there. He's all excited. He knows he's a big part of what just happened. Huge. He's the number 1 part. Of course, Chase Young's speed to get in there. And there you go. Blocked field goal. Cincinnati never got any points. There's the run. He's excited. True freshman. A project on this team. May never end up working out on the offensive line. We don't know yet. But that's not the point. It doesn't matter. And then you see Mitchell, the young guy there. You get all these young guys involved. But the bottom line is, what amazing, to me, I was amazed to see this. And you're probably not, if you go on the internet, you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff about the schematics on offense, defense. You can find all that stuff easy. You're probably not going to find what I just showed you. That is to me, that is so amazing to use the talent in that way, such a detailed way to it's just beautiful. It's not just Jones as a project just smashing the line. It's that little space. You get a fast lineman in there in Young. You've got another backup. You're mixing starters. You're mixing backups. You're mixing young people, older veterans, and you got them all in there. And that develops team, dude. That develops, that's a huge development in the team aspect. Ryan Day is just hitting all the right buttons. He's so good with scheme. He's adding some pro elements, but it's still very much a power spread. I would call it a PS Pro kind of thing. What they use in the pro level is a Pro PS, I call it, but this is more like a PS Pro. But the bottom line is, there's so much going on, and I just wanted to point out that other detail, and maybe what you would call minor, but it is far from minor. Really great stuff.